afternoon, everybody. It's 4 o'clock Eastern here in Western Pennsylvania. And sorry for my misconnection yesterday, but we had the kids' camp going on. Very, very busy. And now we're back to normal. So I want to thank you for being here. I am working right now. Sorry for being 5 minutes late. You know, I hate being late. I'm doing my darndest to get Pete in here and Zhenya in here. So if you guys would just be patient for a moment, I'm going to do something different. In fact, chat, say hello, do whatever. Listen, tonight is good news only. I need to take a picture of this for the company I use to show them. I'm having a back end issue and I don't know why, because you shouldn't see that. You should see their beautiful faces there. So I'm going to go with the backup plan and then we're going to get into this thing here. Now, how can I do that? We're going to do add input. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, this is going to work. I'm telling you. Okay, Peter and Zhenya, please disconnect, and I need you to call into the link I'm sending you now, and we're going to go old school. Here's your passwords. Sorry, guys, because there's no way I'm not getting them in here tonight. 655. Okay. Pete's information is sent. Zhenya's information will be sent. 732 738 2123. All right. If you believe in the power of prayer, now would be a good time. Because tonight, all good news, and we're going to smash it. I'm telling you, nothing but good news in the house tonight. Papa Dutch, let me start with this right now. Thank you for the $2 super chat there. Much appreciated, as always. And yes, I will be heading to the post office tomorrow. And additionally, I do have your location and stuff will be coming your way. So thank you for that as well. Let me see if I can get these guys. Okay, Zhenya, stay right there. We're going to have success, everybody. You know, it's atypical for me to have issues like this. Mark Thompson, I'm here tonight. Can't make it the rest of the week, but thank you for being here. Dunk on You 23, thank you, sir. Bell Cowart, member for 2 months. Hit the like button on the way in. Papa Dutch, Hope Train tickets freely available. Get on board. Thank you for that. Papa Dutch, good news, Slava Ukraini from Dunk on You 23. Dunk on You 23 gifting 10 memberships. Petra Olson, doubling up on her non-smoking fund here. Thank you for that, all of you guys. Now, let me change one more thing here. And I'm having to work on the fly here, but victory will happen. I promise you. Did I mention nothing but good news tonight? I don't want to hear any negative comments in the chat or read them. Nothing about what needs to improve. Tonight, good news only. All right, I think I'm close to getting Zhenya in here. We'll do that. And then he is that one. Help me out, buddy. Help me out here. Boom. Please tell me it's working. Please say something.
Hello.
Oh, hallelujah.
It is working.
Not gonna beat us. All right. Now, Peter, it is your turn, dear sir. Hasta la vista. 655-348. Oh, Peter. My mistake. Zhenya, talk. Say something. Good news only tonight. No bad news.
Okay. Good news only. Good news only. The funny news. So good news that it's confirmed that in a couple weeks our guys will start using and testing made in Ukraine gliding bombs, new generation.
Are you giving some inside information? Good news?
It's a good news.
It's good news. We're only giving good news. I've almost got Peter in here. Finnish guy, member for 3 months. Slava Ukraini. Thank you, dear friend. Listen, I'm gonna have to go between different stream setups tonight. I'll get you and Peter talking. We're whooping this thing. I should have Peter in here in just a moment. Zhenya, how is your knee doing?
Much better today. Okay. I can confirm it's really good, and I mean it's getting better. Let's say it's not completely yet, but it's getting better. I walk twice faster.
Awesome. Now, I think I can still outrun you, though. You know what we're going to have to do? Because I'm going to be in Ukraine here very quickly. We're going to have to do a race, a foot race. That'll be fun. All right, let me do this. We're close, guys. So close. Peter. I heard rumors about Russia pulling most of their military out of Crimea. Any truth to that? No. But there are some actions in Crimea, yes, and we're going to talk about those for good news.
Good news, they got back to the practice of using Crimean. Okay, hello, brother.
Dobry вечір, everybody.
There we go. Listen.
Hi, guys. Greetings.
Where there is a will,
there is a way. Especially when God's involved.
I'm telling you, guys, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. All right, now, Zhenya, you and Pete talk because I'm having to rebuild my entire system over here.
We love your system, Greg. By the way, recommend me where I can buy that same system. I also want to have more stress in my life.
You don't want this stress. Listen, I'm getting ready to have a conversation with a company and ask why my system failed. But I always have a backup plan. Now, Peter and Zhenya, rules of the night. We won't keep you up too late, Pete. I know you have zero sleep. Okay?
Zero.
We'll show a couple videos, and we're going to discuss only good news. Only.
Yes, that would be nice for a change.
We'll give you smile tonight. You and Zhenya talk. I need to fix one thing. At you, Pete.
Hello, Zhenya. How's your back, brother?
Hello, Pete.
Good evening, everybody out there in the world. Sorry. All the lovely supporters of Greg and Zhenya and Greg Terry.
Oh, and by the way, Adrian, there you go. I told you, I promised you guys, buy me a coffee overlays would be fixed. Slava Ukraina, Geruim Slava. Thank you for that, Adrian. All right, Peter, back at you. I'll be ready in 1 second.
Nice haircut, Zhenya. How's your back?
Okay, I will finish that news. The good news that Russia starting again using the Crimean bridge for the transporting fuel and the munition, and it's a good news. Why? It's a sign that the ferry they were using before are not available in that quantity. It's not enough, and it's a good sign, and it's a good news because the Crimean Bridge, it's just a question of the time when it will be
Yeah.
blown. And it's good news when the
Yes.
Russians in this situation, they are running out of different ways to transport the munition and the fuel to Crimea. That's good. They're
That
out.
is fantastically good news. I love that good news. Thank you.
All
Yes,
right.
and I hope we will help them to finish it, just to stop that and forget that transportation forever.
Linda
Look,
H.
Zhenya, there's something
gifting.
I want to talk to you about off camera about that. I've got somebody who wants to give you something. I'll talk to you off camera. Somebody wants to, yeah, about
Linda
that subject.
Linda H. gifting 5 memberships. LWD Farm gifting 5 memberships. And Peter, I have a message to you from Papa Dutch.
Yes, sir.
From Papa Dutch.
Papa Dutch.
I want
Dutch. Hello, Papa Dutch.
I want Pete to know that I am behind him 100%. And if he needs anything, call. And if it takes my $5, it will happen. Papa Dutch is a huge supporter of Ukraine, and he has a signed Frontline battle flag en route to his home already.
Awesome.
Yes.
Bless him, Papa Dutch. Thank you for your support, brother. Thank you for that kind message. I will get back to you because I've got a long specific list. Put it that way. Thank you, Papa Dutch, and thank you for sending the flag to him, Greg. We're going to be sending you.
He's got the
Greg,
flag.
quickly. I'm going to be sending you a pack of flags and bumper stickers and patches soon.
Peter,
or we're going to be sending them some.
Peter,
yes, sir.
I will be sitting down having tea with you before
Are you
your
going to be
package
here
would
soon?
ever arrive.
Yeah. We'll get it there somehow.
Okay.
I want to send one to each of your lovely supporters.
Thank you. Guys, if you're here tonight, you're hearing that from Peter. He wants to give back to you, as we always do.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Good news only. Hope Train, Stand With Ukraine. Here we had Prof. Gertis, Pete, Zhenya, myself, and other communities that helped in this project, but these are your 4 main ones here. They are purchased, and today we received the news that the export licenses were approved.
Yes! Fantastic news!
So you may ask, what does that mean now? What that means now is there's only one little document we need.
Can I shoot some rounds into the air like the Afghanis do?
Only one little document we need, and that one is easy. We've already received the invoice, and we'll pay it. And that was a part of that $260,000 project.
Wow. Incredible.
Listen, it's just a Polish transit document, and Zhenya and our NGO did all of their work. The guys in England did all of their work, and it just takes time, but we've done it the right way. And let me explain to you guys what I mean by the right way. We will have no problems. We have paid for this. And there is a possibility, we do not have confirmation yet, but there is a possibility that our 4 armored vehicles that are coming from the UK will actually come into Ukraine on a train, fully documented, and not even have to worry about a transit truck at the border. And we would be the first organization, Zhenya's organization, NAPRAM, that has worked through this particular export company to send in aid like this via train. So it's a prototype new system to make it easier for the border. So it is super cool. That, my friends, is good news.
That is pioneering. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies, everybody concerned in this amazing project. Get on the Land Rover train.
Get on the Land Rover train. Bob Uzala, Greg, I thought we were raffling Pete's underwear. Listen,
Oh, don't worry me.
I've seen Pete's underwear. You don't want to raffle that.
I'm out. I'm out.
We do
I'm
have our
out. I'm
limits,
out.
guys. We do have our limits. Okay. Yeah, so we're taking care of the border system. And just so you guys know, when we put the $260,000 project out there, we actually raised more, and it's allowing us to do even extra things with that. Zhenya's already at work with that. But in addition, it allowed us the freedom to work with a professional export company that literally has exported tanks to Ukraine. They know what they're doing,
Wow.
and we put our trust in those guys. So big shout out to that export company. I don't have permission to call their name, or I would. And of course, tanks a lot. So guys, patience always works. Always works. All right, now I want to show a video. Pete, Zhenya, you should be able to see this okay. I received something today from somebody. Guys, watch this.
Dear Greg and everybody, Greg and Zhenya, my brothers in arms, and everybody from the Greg Terry Experience, greetings to you guys. Just survived, all of us did. One of my 4 group is lightly injured. He got shrapnel in the back from a mortar. I'm carrying a backpack full of souvenirs and mortar rounds, 3 mortar rounds that from an abandoned position, give them to our drone boys. We are doing a fundraiser for drones and vehicles for the drone. Anyway, I'm digressing. It's for them. The souvenirs are for NAFO. They're hopefully going to give us a vehicle towards our fund. But anyway, I'm digressing again. I want to say hello to you beautiful people. It's had a big Russian assault this morning. We repelled it, thank God. I can't say too much about it now, but we repelled it, and it's tough out here. I miss the days of long-range standoff weapons like artillery and missiles that we can reach into Russian territory, beyond Russian lines, and blow them away. We're doing soldier to soldier fighting now. Now I'm involved in that. Can you freaking believe this? We're desperate. We're desperate for long range. Yeah, I'm such a politician. I'm supposed to be talking to the Great Terry Experience today. It's been a hell morning. I'm sorry, guys. I want to say hello, everybody. Thank you for being the beautiful people you are. Remember, kindness begets kindness. Love begets love. Beautiful people beget beautiful people. You guys know what I'm saying. And prayer, the most important weapon on earth. Please pray for Ukraine. Please pray. Please pray that this war ends soon. Please pray that the people of the world will start donating. Goodness me, it has been a rough morning. I can't string 2 words together. We need the world to give us everything now. Watch this beautiful interview by General Ben Hodges. Ben Hodges, if you ever see this video, General Ben Hodges, Lieutenant General Ben Hodges. Good day to you, sir. I respect you, and I respect your stance, and I respect your honesty, and I respect your balls, man. As you said in your interview, people need to grow a pair. You said similar words. I'm paraphrasing. Like they had in World War II, the world needs to stand up to this. But in the meantime, Greg Terry Experience, you guys are supporting Project Konstantin. You helped us with a patient monitor, which I'm on the way to go and get from Nova Posta. And then I'm going to go deliver it. But I'm also looking forward to seeing you, Greg and Zhenya. Zhenya's helping me. He's very kind. He keeps calling me every day, and I'm never there to answer the phone because there's no signal. But Zhenya's always checking out. He's always asking me, how can I help you with your drone jammer, Pete? You guys are all amazing. I love you. I respect you much. And God bless you. Mwah. From me and everybody at Zesu. Lots of love. Stay safe. God bless. See you soon. And thank you for supporting Ukraine. I've got to go.
There you have it, guys. Okay.
Thanks,
That's
man.
good news. And you may look at it tonight and say, well, man, Pete looked in a tough situation. He was. I heard guns in the background. It's a war. But did you hear the message of the man? We repelled a big assault this morning. Undermanned and undergunned. We repelled.
Oh, woefully.
Secondly, kindness begets kindness. Love begets love. He then made a statement to Ben Hodges. So, Peter, I'm going to get your video to Ben Hodges. I will take care of that personally.
Please do.
No problem.
Thank you.
I
I've
have
got
a
another
connection.
bigger video that I would like you to
Well,
send to him.
what if I
that
could
had
get
to delete earlier
what if I
because it
could
was
get you and Ben
obscenely-
Hodges on my stream?
Oh my God, that would be absolutely astounding. You know why? That man has been saying everything that I've been saying, or I've been saying everything he's been saying. But the two of
No,
us just
you've been
we've
saying
shipped
everything
tonight,
I'm
we've
saying.
never met. Yes, sir. I mean, I'm just a lowly medic, but this
Yeah.
man of grand rank is him and I are beating. Us four are beating on the same drum,
Okay.
man.
I
And if the world won't listen to me, maybe they'll listen to him.
the Hope Train members,
I would love that, Greg.
the people on our Hope Train know that I work off of a notebook for everything. And when I get ideas during the stream, I write them down. And I actually have a notebook from the entire war, all 839 days, plus video of everything documented. I could make a documentary film. So what we're going to do is I wrote that down, and we will make a connection through another connection and see what we can unfold. I'm sure we'll get Pete back in a minute. While we're waiting for that,
Yes.
Prof. Gertis, text me if you want to hop in for a minute. I know we were talking earlier. I can make that happen. Okay. Gotcha. Peter, are you here?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
So we're
one
going
second. I'm trying to find you.
Zhenya, take over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get another guest in here. It's
Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Hi, Greg.
And yesterday I've been in other place of Ukraine, and what was the positive? The positive picture I was having was our common friend with Greg, and usually we visit him in Donetsk region, that area. But yesterday I've been in another place, and we were having a coffee, and what a joy was to see Ukrainian military jets flying one by one.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's when you see it, it's good news. When you see it's a good picture, because Russia were claiming already 5 times that all Ukrainian aircrafts were destroyed many times completely. It's still flying, and it's good. It's a good news.
Let me get to this one right
What,
quick.
sorry?
Let Pete do his
Yes,
thing.
yes,
Bell
yes.
Cowart. Hey, the guy's on the front line, guys. Every American needs to contact the office of the president, representatives, Senate, insist them on lifting the restrictions to Ukraine. Agreed.
Sorry, guys.
You're fine, buddy. We are seeing some of that. Additionally, super chat here from Photograph.
I've got serious zip ties if you want, boss.
A big one.
Yes.
You guys are watching the front
guys,
line.
you
Take your time.
You have to give me a minute.
Take your time, Peter. Where else can you watch the front line? All right, Photograph. So just out of interest, how long did it take between purchase and paperwork? 4 weeks, 5 weeks. But that's all the paperwork. So that answers that for you. Papa Dutch, excellent book to educate you on the war is Conflict, co-authored by General Petraeus. Okay, there is the next one. Let me do this, and let's do this. And look at here, guys. Welcome, Prof.
How you doing?
Doing great. I had a little technical glitch today, but my guys will fix that tomorrow. Regardless, got Zhenya here, you here, and Pete here, and I know you're very busy, you told me, but it's only Good News Tuesday. There's enough. We're not talking any negative. We're not talking maybe where Russia pushed.
Sorry, guys.
Only good news.
Good evening, Mr. Gertis.
How are you, Pete?
Hello, my brother. I'm good, sir. I'm fantastic. Just very tired. Absolutely stuck.
That's
Absolutely. Uh, what? Very happy to see you. I'm very, very, very happy to see you.
So,
words
Prof,
not
likewise. That's an
coming.
impressive thing where you're coming out of the darkness here into the camera shot.
Yeah, just appear. I'm at our little house. We occupy a small house in an abandoned village very close to the front, and I'm sitting under the lights, hoping that the drones don't see us. But we've got enough distance. How are you? Good, Professor. You good?
I can't complain. I'm just doing. I'm worried about things like paper cuts while you're on the front line, so I have nothing to complain about. I might get stabbed with a pen
Well,
periodically or something, but
yeah.
okay,
I've just been listening to the great progress about your project with the Land Rovers. You guys have done an amazing job. Thank you again.
Papa Dutch sending in a message to you, Professor Gertis, with a $5 super chat. Hello, Professor G. Was I right about the books I recommended for you?
I didn't see where he was talking about books
I don't know
recommended
if it,
for me. But I like the conversation of books.
Papa Dutch, email me and I'll make sure Prof gets it if there's certain books that you want him to give his opinion on. Okay. Now, the next piece of good news coming in, and since I've got you four guys here, I've got to do this a different way, but that's not a problem. We can modify. There is a tweet out, and Jenya, you can speak to this from Achash, Fire in Ukrainian, the group that works behind the lines that are made up of Ukrainians that live in occupied territory and Crimean Tatars, who are saying that they are seeing rotation of some equipment, specifically air defense, that may be going up to help in Belgorod, but it's leaving or rotating out of Crimea. Not troops, not military, stuff still coming. But at least now Russia's having to rotate some stuff around to defend their own, since Ukraine can now strike into the Belgorod region. So this is good news.
This is excellent news. That is fantastic news.
Yeah, and you see in Crimea a lot of quite enough people who've been faithful about being Ukrainian and supportive Ukraine, and we had this, those people, those friends in Crimea who were helping us by sending information, and because of them, they're heroes. Every week we hear the news about S-300, S-400 system are destroyed. This is, and now they're trying to save their systems. Plus, probably that Russia admitted that at least some of them, their propaganda people, that the idea to create a gray zone in the Kharkiv area and protect Belgorod worked opposite, and now Belgorod are being in the process of cleaning from, let's say, we do, Ukrainians do a demilitarization zone in the Belgorod.
Correct. I'm actually working on a video right now, too. One about children coming out of Ukraine, but also one about Russia's unintended results of their Kharkiv advance. Mm-hmm. There's been some definite negativity for that. I'm going to highlight some of that coming on a smaller video. Now, I want to keep it moving. Pete has been up for days. He's just coming off the front line. He sent me the video to share earlier, and I just messaged back. I said, Pete, thank you for sending that video. I will play it tonight. And then Pete says, Greg, forget that. Let me come on with you tonight. So the man really hasn't slept in like 4 days and been right on the zero, as you've seen. And we just take this opportunity. So maybe like 20 more minutes and we'll get Pete to sleep. Now, I know that Professor Gertis is a man of faith. Zhenya is. Peter is. I am. Everybody has their right to choose to believe how they want. And that's humanity. But I'm getting ready to show you a piece right now from Pete that I don't think anybody in the world has seen yet. And after that, nobody has seen this. You're going to be the very first. And then Peter, want to get your thought about it. And then after Peter, Professor Gertis, your thought, and then Zhenya, your thought. Here it is, guys. This is good news.
Dear Greg Terry, you gave me this patch. In God we trust. This morning, Makar, our medic who was injured during a fierce Russian attack, at 5 o'clock this morning said to me, Pete, please go get some water over the valley. It's a 5-minute walk away, 3-minute walk. My jacket was hanging out, recovering from sweat. Look at all the shrapnel holes in my jacket. This jacket was hanging, this fleece was hanging where I always stand, on guard position outside our bunker. Look at it, it's absolutely riddled with shrapnel. Big, chunky pieces of shrapnel. This is scary. This is absolutely scary. God blesses me with miracles every single day. He protects me like you cannot believe. And that's because I put all my trust and all my faith in him. God is the only way. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light, people. I'm living, walking, breathing proof of this. Oh my word, this has sent spine chills down my body now. Wow. I went back with the water. So we evacuated Makar, and I went back to take so we evacuated Makar, and then I went back into the hot zone to take our new unit there, to take our replacement. And whilst I was there, I grabbed my jacket, which I'd forgotten. I grabbed my jacket and my battle belt. And then I went back to rendezvous with the pickup car and the wounded. I've just washed my coat now, and this is what I've discovered.
Pete?
Yeah, Greg. I've got the fleece there. I'll grab it in a minute and I'll hold it up again. This through me. You guys can be very tired. I blink furiously like I'm doing now. Yesterday evening, Makar and I, him and Tatiana and myself worked together for almost a year in the forest, evacuating patients there together. He was feeding us patients on his quad bike, and Tatiana and I used to evacuate them all the way through the forest. Yesterday we went to do the same water trip because it's furiously hot out there, and we're going through a lot of water. And as we were leaving our zone, again, an airburst mortar landed right in front of us, a proximity round. So it landed, or it didn't land, it exploded in the air a couple of meters from the ground, and it sent shrapnel through the air. I saw a piece of shrapnel bounce off his body armor. He's sitting right in front of me. We were crouched down, and then 2 rounds from 545 came whizzing over our heads, 1 meter over each of our heads. We looked at each other, and just as our eyes clocked each other, I saw him, his head bent down, and he did the sign of the cross. I prayed the Archangel Michael prayer, and I prayed, the Lord is our refuge. And we ran across the valley to safety. And then today this happened. But guys, I was standing there in that position where I always stand. We've got a special setup outside our bunker. There's an anti-drone cover above us where the drone thermal imager can't see through. There's some trees, and we've placed some extra branches. And it's a 1 meter square spot where I stand every day, 6 to 8 hours every day. I stand there, and that's where I hung my coat. I would have been riddled. There's no way it's my body armor. My body armor's got plate in the front and a plate at the back, and it's got bits of Kevlar around that. There's no ways I would have. I mean, you can see how I'm dressed. That thing would have taken my arms off. There's places in this coat that the body armor wouldn't have covered. I would have been sliced and diced. It was a 30 millimeter explosive round. It was a barrage of I can't actually. It's too soon to disclose what it was, but it was what the attack was. In a couple of days, I can. But
The
it
bottom
was
line is,
a
Peter,
fearsome weapon. A fearsome weapon.
the bottom line is you were not in the coat, and you were not on that
Yes, I was
spot
not
at
in the
that
coat.
moment.
I was not in the
Exactly.
coat. I was 3 minutes away, and this is the point. God takes me everywhere, and He blesses me everywhere with His protection. And fear not, for I'm with you, says the Lord. Isaiah 41:10. And because of my experience today and yesterday, having official Project Konstantin t-shirts printed, they're going to have a patch over here, they're going to have a patch on the left, and they're going to have a Ukrainian patch on the right. And it's going to have a big slogan in the front: powered by faith.
Amen.
Official Project Konstantin t-shirts. And I'm sending a whole bunch out to you guys.
Prof.
Thank you for sharing
Curtis,
that, Greg.
Multiple times a day, you are updating your community in the world. We partner together. You talk about the news. You come from the political side many times, or helping people understand law or layers of things that you're skilled at. How does it make you feel, though, when you're sitting here on the stream tonight and you see a story like that with the man's jacket littered with holes? Does it bring it home for you?
I feel like Milli Vanilli was just called up on the stage after the Beatles.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's really nothing I could possibly say here that can top what we just saw and heard.
Exactly.
So tag Zhenya, you're it.
Not much comments. Praise God. And this is like reality of life and reality of faith.
And there's about 20 holes in this coat. There's no light behind me. I can't do the light effect.
Yeah.
I'd like to shine the light through it, but I'm looking at 20 holes. And Greg, this is the coat that you gave me, and it's got You didn't give me this coat. You gave me this. You gave me this.
I gave you that patch.
In God we trust, and I wear it every day, everywhere I go.
Speaking of patch, how about that one for you, Peter?
Sorry. You what? It's yours. 67 Mechanized Brigade. 67 Mechanized Battalion.
Oh, Peter. I remember putting that patch in your hand, and yeah. So we'll look at that when I get there with you. I'll put it on, and it's just powerful. And honestly, guys, there are no words to describe that. Let's go to a couple more pieces of good news tonight. Yeah, go ahead, Pete.
Thank you. No, I just want to say, guys, this is how I know. This is my confirmation. I'm speaking to the world now. I'm speaking to world leaders, if they would just hear me. If you could just take my little experiences. God wouldn't protect me unless I was on a righteous path. God wouldn't protect me and my clan unless we were on a righteous path. God wouldn't bring us beautiful people, me, Zhenya, Greg, Professor Gerdes. He wouldn't bring us and all of you supporters out there. We would not be together. None of this would be happening if we were not doing righteous things. Ukraine is righteous. Ukraine is innocent. Russia is evil. Russia must be stopped. Everybody has to unite as we are uniting here, as God is blessing us with his blessings because we are doing the right thing. The world needs to do the right thing too. Thank you.
Beautiful message. Good news Tuesday. Keith Kane messaging, great supporter of Ukraine and our channels. Can you relay to our dear friend Pete that we appreciate him for his bravery and respect the incredibly difficult job he does? The world loves you, Pete. Stay strong, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
That's Keith Kane.
We love
there.
That. Thank you, Keith Kane.
Lindsay Rogers, 20.
It's a pleasure.
20 quid. Let's buy Pete a new fleece.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you.
We'll get him a new fleece.
This is my lucky
That's a hard way to have to get a new jacket.
I'm telling you, man. All right, couple more pieces of good news. I want to be respectful for Pete and Zhenya's time and Professor Gerdes. He's very busy. Germany sending a third Patriot, Schultz, talking about that, making it public. Now, it's not enough. It's going to be coming within probably, it says weeks to months, but it will be within a couple of months. It will arrive. So people were asking a couple days ago how many Patriots Germany had given it. So it was 2, and now we're up to 3. You may ask, well, how many Patriots does Germany have? I did look that up tonight, so I would be educated. They have 12. So they are now giving up to 25% of their supply of Patriots. So maybe they do not have hundreds. They do not have 50. They have 12. They're now giving their third. Yeah. Does Ukraine need much more air defense? Yes. But we're seeing some movement. And Professor Gertis, I'm going to push this question to you now. For me, a poll was just released in Ukraine. I'm sure Zhenya knows about it. 59% of the people are supporting Vladimir Zelensky right now in general. And then there's the parties and all of that. So it's a good number. Has it come down? Yes. But we also have the propaganda game that plays into it. So you never get true numbers. But regardless, it's good numbers. 839 days into a war with the amount of propaganda that has went against President Zelensky. So that's good news. We then see I don't know if the fair word is destabilization or uncertainty through the parliamentary elections that were happening in the EU. Now we have Sunak calling. Previous to this, we had Sunak calling for an election. Now we have Macron calling for an election. So we have some things. Orban kind of kept his strength, to be quite honest. There were some adjustments, but it doesn't change Orban's power there in Hungary. My question is, my supposition for the good news, can this kind of uncertainty actually be a net positive for Ukraine in the long run?
I suppose so, but I think the big picture with the parliamentary elections was it didn't do the damage that it could have done. It could have been significantly worse and overturned things, and it didn't. Were there some gains in some places where you wouldn't have wanted to see the gains from certain parties? Sure. But it's still not where it could have gone, which could have gone really, really bad to lose parliamentary support from the European Parliament. I mean, that could have been pretty significant. I was looking at this, and I'm no expert in European parliamentary kind of stuff. I admit that straight out. But I mean, okay, so France saw some a little loss, but it wasn't overturning. Germany saw a little, but it wasn't overturning. I'm hard pressed to see what the angst is, because I saw things on both sides. Where Ursula von der Leyen was saying, great, we're going to reform our government. And on the other side, hey, this is really bad because there's some losses here and some losses there. But somebody else help me if you understand this more than I do. I don't see the devastation. I don't see it as being that bad. I see minor erosion. That's it. So it'll be minor erosion for some years until we see the next election. And okay. But I don't think that that's going to impact support for Ukraine hardly at all.
I agree with you. In fact, I'm just going to throw this out there now and go against the grain on this one, not just because it's Good News Tuesday, but I really believe Ukraine is going to start to see some more support now. I really think that some of these nations have been alarmed. They're concerned. There is a substantial nuclear supply in Kaliningrad. It's there, and the pressure is mounting. Political uncertainty is not only in Europe, but it's throughout the rest of the world. Iran's president was just killed in a crash, although he's not the supreme leader. The Ayatollah is, but still. And then you have the United States elections with President Trump, who's running on the Republican ticket, or will be. With his political issues there and his court cases. You have President Biden. His son today was convicted for the gun charges. We just have a lot of uncertainty throughout the world, but I really believe this is going to be a net positive at the end of the day for Ukraine. Let me shoot it to Zhenya now. Zhenya, in Ukraine, does Zelensky have good support?
Zelensky have enough, good enough support to make it short. And not 100% of people are happy with everything, but not just about Zelensky, about the army, about the commanders, about mobilizations, about everything, losing territory, situation with economy, and blocking Ukrainian Poland borders and so on. But Zelensky, our president, has support. Nobody is trying to change it.
And he is
Uh,
the legal president. Period.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think we need to look at this a little bit differently. When you have 100% support for anything, you have a massive threat that is uniting people to have 100% support. The natural state of human beings is to disagree with each other and be almost like what Congress is on a regular basis in the United States. The scariest moment in my life looking at anything politically was on 9/11 or 9/12. I don't remember if it was that night or the next night, watching the congressmen that were standing there to make a statement in unity break out into spontaneously into God Bless America.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was scary because that unity display was actually showing that they were under threat, right? So full unity is almost never achievable. A super majority is good if you can get it. A majority is all that you need, but if you're looking for 100% unity, that means that there's an outside threat causing you to have to band together. And so you just need to look at it a little bit differently. And Zelensky enjoys enough support that it's not, I think, any problem.
Agreed completely. And to me, it's good. Would it be fair to say it like this, Professor Gerdes? My brother and I can fight and disagree, but if you mess with either one of us, you are in trouble.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's how human beings act.
And I'm bringing
That's
Peter
correct.
with me.
Am I on your side of this equation, or am I on the opposite side of the
You're
equation?
on
I just
my
want to know
side.
where I stand here.
I got a
before
whole
you keep
crew
going.
back there of all these different groups. They're all going to take care of us. So, all right, more good news. I'm going to try to close this down within 7 to 10 minutes now and stay on it. Paul Gilbert, thank you for gifting the 5 memberships. Papa Dutch, $20 super chat. A miracle is what we call it when God doesn't sign his name at the bottom. Completely agree. Great statement there. Adrian, member for 3 months. He's an engineer on the Hope Train. He said, amen, brother. I want to show Zelensky. Just take a peek at this. Zelensky in Germany with the Patriots, and then made a statement to his guys. This is interesting. Take a peek at this. 40 seconds or so.
Thank you for your service. We are grateful to our partners for the training. We have strong faith in you and await your return. Your commander mentioned that many of you are from the territories temporarily occupied by the Russians. Come back. We will definitely reclaim everything. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes.
It's just a, let me get them back in here. It's just a beautiful image there. President Zelensky saying the right things with the Patriots, the defense minister Pistorius there. It's just good news. I think it's making Pete tear up a bit. And Canty Luton.
Yeah,
Canty, I did beautiful. Not forget you. Canty also has my back, and he's a big man. Yeah.
Since you were talking about good news earlier, I don't know if you talked about with the Su-57 that was hit. Did you know that there was the defense against those missiles that hit the Su-57 was a squad of soldiers that all emptied about 2 clips?
Wow.
That's all that they had, according to a reputable news source. There was nothing other than firing rifles up at whatever was coming in.
It is.
So it didn't work out so
Wow.
well.
You know, I was preparing the stream all day, okay, and I was gonna go and look at the Frontline and look at the news and give the update on this on the armored vehicles with the license, and then I just kept seeing, in my opinion, good news, and then Pete sent me those two videos, and I said, forget it. Tonight, good news only. An Su-35 was shot down today in Donetsk. It's good news.
And they crashed another training
I heard
flight.
it here first.
The Russians did.
Yes.
So there's two more off the battle. But the good news about that all that they had was rifles to shoot at that thing tells you that they don't have the air defense that you would. I mean, they're not that far where the Su-35 was, and the Russians don't have the air defense to put on that field.
Correct.
That's telling you something.
It is definitely telling you something on Good News Tuesday. Now, I'm going to show you guys something now. Zhenya, where is the Antonivka Bridge? This is not a trick question. Because my system messed up, you're having to be my slide now. I have a slide showing it, so you're now the slide. Where is the Antonivka Bridge?
Antonivka Bridge gone.
Yes.
You mean that? But
It connects Antonivka and Oleshki.
Yeah, correct.
Kherson.
Yeah, it's on the east from Kherson.
Okay. It's very dangerous there.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to see some good news today?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
A girl from the occupied Russian territory, who's Ukrainian, of course, risked her life, walked across the destroyed bridge, holding her passport with the Ukrainian trident on it, while the Ukrainian drones are watching her, trying to determine if she's friend or foe. The Ukrainians did not fire on her. She came, they recognized and saw she truly is a Ukrainian citizen, and she has now escaped occupation by being bold and walking across that bridge. Here it is. It's no audio. This is just the drone footage. You can see the bridge, number one. Number two, they're watching her. The drone's backing up. This is looking, of course, from the Ukrainian side of the river to the occupied side. You can see the bridge destroyed. The drone is tracking her, and she keeps coming. She gets to the Ukrainian side. Everything is confirmed, and that girl's now free.
Oh my word! Isn't that amazing? Wow,
it's powerful,
that
man.
Is so cool. That's powerful stuff.
I know you said. I know you said she made it, but even then, I was still nervous for her. Like looking at her walking
I would
across
never.
that.
No, it's good news only today. We've got plenty of bad we can show. She made it, and the boldness. I'm shocked she wasn't, fired upon from the Russian side. We're thankful.
Yeah,
we're thankful. It's good news.
We need good news reminders like this. It's good to have good news that inspires people to not give up. The fight is, you can kill us, you can destroy our homes. As Mel Gibson said in the film Braveheart, I can't remember his speech, you can destroy our homes, you can burn our houses, you can burn our villages, but you can never take away our freedom. This girl is showing Russia, you will not take away our freedom. And this is so inspirational to me, man, to all of us. Bless you for showing that.
You're very welcome. We're going to close it out now, guys, because this has been awesome.
Give me 1 minute.
No, you take your time.
I've got a box here.
All right, we're going to Pete, guys, live from the front.
Listen, yeah, I received this package through Nova Posta today. I'm cutting it open, and you guys recall on one of your streams the other night, I mentioned Azov, and Azov needed one, and the 22nd Brigade that are defending Chasiv Yar. And I randomly messaged you, mentioned that there's a wish list, and one of those wish lists was a patient monitor that they need in the stabilization point. And you guys and your beautiful donors.
Oh, don't fail us now, Starlink.
Somebody, you guys there? You guys there?
Yeah, keep coming.
Yeah, you guys meant, and then just in a matter of minutes, there was $3,000, and then Greg topped it up to $3,500, and then Zhenya went out the next day, bless him, with his back that's still not healed. He went out and the patient. Here it is, guys. This life-saving bit of kit. There's all the cables. It's the first time I'm looking at it. I didn't open it today because I especially wanted you guys to see what you guys bought over there. All you people donating this beautiful product, this life-saving product, which is tomorrow morning going to be handed by me with Susanna, a volunteer medic who recommended me to this unit. And there it is, guys. Beautiful. This patient monitor with all its cables is going to go into the stabilization point. I will hand deliver this. I will create a video. You people are helping to keep people alive. So the soldiers who are critically injured will be strapped to this machine as they travel. I think it will go in the ambulance. I'm not sure exactly how these things work, but this camera is not cooperating. But there it is, because of you beautiful people. Soldiers will live because of your donation, Greg and Zhenya. Zhenya, thank you so much for going out and making this purchase. Thank you all for donating this money so that we could make this happen. Thank you.
Here's what I would say, and maybe Prof, give your opinion on this. So when that happened a week ago Friday, Zhenya was up the next Saturday morning and had already purchased the unit. That's how quick we roll. And it was on the way to Pete, who was heading to the front line. But here's what I want the world to hear tonight. And Professor Curtis, you give your comment on my statement, if you would not mind, sir. If you're sitting in New Zealand tonight, which I know some in here are, or Australia this morning. Maybe you're in California, maybe you're in Romania, maybe you're in the UK, maybe you're in Honduras, maybe you're in the Philippines, and you donated for that project. And maybe it was $5, $10, $50, whatever it was. Your donation is literally in the hand of Pete right now and will be saving lives.
Yeah.
That's power. And we want to say thank you.
And Pete.
Muchas gracias, buddy. Yes, Zhenya.
There is small bag inside with a couple pieces plastic. I added it. It's for batteries, Motorola batteries adapter, which converting, yes.
He gave you some bonuses.
The power is in your hands, Zhenya.
Yeah.
God bless you.
This
is for the radio. This is for the Motorola radios.
Yes.
Yeah. And
for us to keep alive, for us to keep comms.
And it makes possible to change it on the zero line from the power bank.
So this clips into the battery.
And there is Type-C. USB
Flip it around
out.
for the camera.
Oh, okay. Look, it's got a Type-C port there, folks.
Yes.
So this would take the place of the battery. See, it's got you slide this onto the back of the actual handheld, and then it takes it, and then all you do is you plug in your Type-C. Wow, that is genius.
You can charge it from a power bank and never lose your battery on your radio. That's
nuts. And there's 4 of them, and there's 4 people. Guys, I formed. I don't know how you knew this number, Zhenya, but there are 4. I belong to a reconnaissance unit of the 3rd Mechanized Battalion of 67th Brigade, and we go out in groups of 4 every time. And there's 4. You've got 4 here. I don't know how you knew that, but maybe it's divine intervention again. Thank you, Zhenya. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, everybody.
All the people.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Prof, anything you want to say as we close out?
Yeah, so I was joking about how I get a paper cut periodically here, as opposed to Pete, who you just saw his shredded jacket. But we're all doing whatever part we have. That's people that donate. That's what you and I do when we're doing this broadcast. I was thinking about Jania. Jania, I mean, how much homework does he get? I mean, that's the amount of things that he has to go do in order to keep. But we're all part of this process to some degree, and you have some kind of fractional interest in somebody's life that has just been saved, coming forward in the future with this thing. And so, thank you for donating.
Jared B, welcome to Engineer. Blonde Bombsheller, hugs and loves to your crew there. Minister for this is for you, Peter, a question. Minister for the recovery of stolen toilets. Good day, everyone. Pete, when do you get a break? I have PTSD from my experiences, and I see it in your face and visual emotions. And we'll get him back and get that question answered. When do you get a break? So you've been on 4 days. How long of a rest will you have?
So officially 4 days, and how that works is normally on day one you come home. So this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, we were home from the front. Bearing in mind we left our frontal position. We attempted to start leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning, but it's drones and it's radio connectivity, and there's several factors that pay into it when we can actually make the trip. It takes a few hours to get out of there. 7 o'clock in the morning, we're home, dropped off my car at the stabilization point, and then it's coming home and just trying to decompress and trying to fall asleep. You fall asleep in short.
We'll get him back. While we're waiting, Leslie Bowe with the question about Pete's fundraiser. It's going well, and we will be sharing more about that, the Project 22.
Guys there?
Yeah. Keep going. You're good.
Sorry. And
You're good.
and by day 3, Ministry for Recovery of Stolen Toilets. By day 3, you're starting to feel normal again, and then day 4, you've got to start going through all your gear and packing it up and getting ready to go back. And on the night of day 4, you go back. So it's a very short break because it takes 3 days to get normal again, to get into your sleep pattern again, and then just as you're resting normally, bang, straight back. And holidays are virtually non-existent right now. I've been in the armed forces for I think 7 or 8 months now. I've been under contract, and I'm entitled to holiday, but I'm not able to take any because we are short-staffed. And I'm happy to be. I'm happy to keep at it.
And the bottom line is when, additionally, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Zhenya and I were with you there on the front on our last run, and I was asleep. And it was actually, you told Zhenya, because we were supposed to do some things very early the next morning.
Yes.
That is actually when we were going to go to the Polygon and shoot your old phone and blow it up for everybody.
Yes.
But I woke up and Zhenya said, Pete's gone. He got called out for medic and he had to leave at like 6 a.m. and he just ran out of the building. And he was gone for a couple of days. 30 hours or something on a mission. So that happens as well. If something happens, you've got to go. Thankful for that. Let me get this question from Jordan Rolos for you, Pete. How is the morale in your unit? Is it hopeful? Just tell the truth. Hence I'm shaking my word.
Hence I'm shaking my head. I don't even want to utter the words. I'm going to be honest. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
We'll leave it there because this is Good News Tuesday. But the reality is, with all the good news we've shared, guys, and we'll be back tomorrow with some news updates, look at the front. But today, good news only. But the reality is it's a brutal, hellish war.
Let me keep it on good news as well for you. Ukraine has been fighting for a long time. In the beginning, there was a powerful surge of patriotism, and damn it, we're taking back what's ours. And there were Ukrainian soldiers behind every tree and corner, ready to pounce upon the predators, the invaders. That still exists, but we, the West, need to reinvigorate them, and we will do that by showing our undying love for them, and we are doing that. You're all doing it. We are all part of the invigoration. We are all part of the repowering of Ukraine. Ukraine has taken a dip, but with their friends, and a plan will come together, and good people always unite against evil, and it'll happen. It's happening now, and it will come to fruition. You will see, and we're part of this blooming. We're part of that blooming flower that will be the sunflower of Ukraine. You just watch and see.
Zhenya, we'll go to you. You're the Ukrainian here. You hear those words from Pete. How's that make you feel? And
I had a day, maybe more, maybe 2 days conversation. Make it short. I would say there is a moment, there is tough situation, and yeah, we're in a critical time, but nobody quits.
No. Yes. Amen.
nobody quits.
Nobody quits. That's it. We can share the things. We can admit reality. We're not like, fanatics who are like not admitting reality. No, we're canceling reality. No, tough, but nobody quits.
Yes.
Thank you, Zhenya. Let me do these real quick.
Absolutely.
Wee Bit Furry, $9.99, £9.99. Legends, and especially you, Pete. FYI, please stop gifting me a membership. For some reason, I can't renew a paid membership when I'm gifted once, and I want to pay. Listen, thank you. No, this community is so generous. You're going to get gifted memberships. Enjoy them. And if you want to pay, I think you just go and you click renew or something. Honestly, it should pop up for you, but thank you for those kind words. And you can't get around gifted memberships in our communities. People are so generous and kind and care. Papa Dutch singing down there, $10. Oh, he's leaning on me. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. Someone to carry on. Oh, I can't remember all the words. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. And my God in trouble. So I forgot the words, man.
You understand?
Can we now get Professor Gertis to rap?
Yes.
Do you mean WRAP, like
you
wrap
go.
up, or RAP? Those are two very
let's wrap
different
it up.
things.
Hey, guys, thank you. Zhenya, thank you, brother.
Love you
Thank
guys.
all the people, all the brothers, all the friends here. Thank the best people. Thank you.
Thank you to the mods. Thank you to all of you guys in here watching live or on demand later. I am going to put Pete's video with the jacket up as a shorter video to share it with the world and to give witness to that. Professor Gertis, a final statement from you?
Yeah, so when you're thinking of big news or good news, I think Kharkiv has been a backfire in a huge way for Putin that he never dreamed would have happened, and good things will come from that for sure.
Agreed.
And they already are.
Agreed. And what about your tagline? It's famous.
Oh, thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.
That's it. Peter, we give the last words to you.
God, that's stunning. Whatever you do, do it with God in your heart.
Pete, get some rest.
Just
we love
that
you, buddy.
simple. God bless you guys. Thank you.
I think your jacket bears witness of that.
Amen. Do it with God in your heart and you won't go wrong.
All right,
And you'll
guys.
find
I
yourself
do not have
secure.
my regular green room tonight. I had to do this backwards. So you three sign off. We love you. Be blessed. To all of you
Cheers.
here, check out Professor
blessed.
Gertis's channel. Check out Project Konstantin and their channel. You will always see us here, all of our other partners and friends as we stand together for Ukraine. Be blessed, and we'll see you tomorrow.